Ray and I left the Parent Educational Resource Center in the end of February 1981. We've been volunteering for 40 years. And as hard as we work, we have not progressed. We've seen regression. And some things never go away. In January of 1995, when the State Board of Education and the 4 districts came forward to remove the federal court order, opening counsel opened trial by saying, Your Honor, these defendants have waited long enough. And I was just outraged at that opening statement. And I say that because 25, 26 now years later, these children in the city of Wilmington have waited long enough. 20 years after the neighborhood school report was submitted to the city and the General Assembly, nothing's been done to provide the relief that we knew full well was necessary as a result of the Neighborhood School Act, the Charter School Act, and the Choice School Act. These children have suffered irreparable harm. A generation has been lost, and need look no further than the crime page to see the end result. Shootings at an all-time high, not just in the city of Wilmington, but throughout Newcastle County, and I believe throughout the state. Our community and our children have suffered long enough. We waited long enough. And my critical point today is this needs to be funded with all deliberate speed. And I want to make it crystal clear that when we started the school funding litigation, initially I was looking at the city of Wilmington. But when you do your due diligence, you have to look at the big picture. So we started looking statewide, and the systemic problem was indeed statewide. It's very important to me, nothing more important to me right now than to hope that the General Assembly passes the settlement. But in addition to the settlement, this plan specifically for children in the city of Wilmington needs to be approved and passed as well. They're not the same, and what has happened in the city of Wilmington is an outrage. If you look at the scores, the performance scores, just in the Christina School District, in the 46 years that I've been following school data, I've never seen anything where you've got a subject matter in the school when 0.something% of the students have met the standard, less than 10% meeting the standards across the board, and Christina and city schools have been promised relief and have not been able to obtain it. I don't want to monopolize the time. The long and short of it is we need funding, we need help for both the proposal brought forward by the Redding Consortium, separate and apart, and in addition to the settlement, and I urge that the recommendations and the settlement both be approved by the General Assembly and signed by the governor so that these children can get the relief that they're desperately entitled to.